Well, here we are. It's the official ribbon cutting at Mellody Farm. What a thing. I mean, this has been going on for a long time. You remember way back, when you were trying to get this done and it was just kind of a cow pasture.
Yeah, I mean, this was annexed in, as I said earlier, in 1986 by a different board. And, this was separate from the whole Cuneo development, which is Greg's landing. And but he had on this side of the street, the Cuneos, this side of the street, and then going down Milwaukee, a couple of 100 acres. You know what I mean? And it was, where Brookdale's at now.
Okay.
That's was part of it too. Yeah, yeah. So all those shopping centers were built on that land on the east side of Milwaukee. So, but anyway, this one, yeah, this I mean, there was like $1 million price tag per acre here, and at one time I'll sell you all 55 acres. Well, he was looking for $55 million, which was not not a fair price because it's only about 30. We're on 39 acres here, okay, and that was
because the river goes behind.
Well, yeah, it's buildable, and you got to have detention, for stormwater runoff and all that fun stuff, and so anyway, we had a lot of people approach us over the years, and they just couldn't strike a deal with the Cuneo people, and then these guys came along. And they seem to have a pretty good rapport with, John Jr. as in Cuneo, and and then they asked us to participate, and part of putting together this TIF and the bonds and the bond guarantee that took a while. You know what I mean? This could have been started probably a year and a half earlier, but we had to get this development agreement in place and. We didn't want to be holding the bag if, something happened to, Regency's financing or whatever. Because, we learned a lesson down at the TIF district at 45 in Milwaukee, which, is known as the town center. And because, Opus didn't complete their part of the project. And, so that affected the tax money coming back to the village to pay down the bonds. So, here, there's a real guarantee here, and the bottom line is it's a much different agreement than our first TIF experience. So,
well, and it's a unique place in town because think about it. It's at the corner of two of the busiest roads in the county. I mean, it is kind of like a gem spot.
Yeah, oh yeah. It always, I was joking, but not joking about, this is. A crown jewel, and thank God it turned out, I think, to be really a nice development here, and it's like even if you don't, you don't shop, you're gonna have 15 nice restaurants here, and some I'm sure which people have heard of, and then we got Elon Musk's brother coming in, Kimball with what is his next door? What is it? Next door or something?
American.
It's
got a couple of names.
The first. Something next. Yeah. Anyway, he's it's fine, and he'll be organic oriented with his food choices and such, and anyway, it's going to be nice. This Lazy Dog is going to be beautiful because I saw one online in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And, then they'll have the outdoor area where you could bring your pooch and stuff. And, but, I mean, there's in Kuma's Corner, people love it because, I mean, everybody tells me, man, they're downtown. Well, they came out here, as did a few others, so.
Well, and the goal is we always like people to shop in town. Even if you have habit of shopping online, this is a good place to stop and shop in town, as are all our retailers.
Yeah, I mean, it is good, and I think you got the big box kind of retailers. I think they've woken up about online shopping, and a lot of them you can return your purchase to I know Target's involved in that, and I know Kohl's is. And I wouldn't be surprised if Macy's was doing that too. And I think people like that, So in any event, I hope this is a success. I think it will be. And, be here for many years after I'm long gone.
Well, heck of a lot of work went into it. So
Yeah, it
thank you
was.
to you and the trustees and the staff and everybody
Well,
who's been working on it.
And even, when I mentioned, John Calmer, who was our village manager, he put in a lot of time and effort, and he was excellent at, development, and he was degreed in, in planning. He had a master's in planning. So, but the whole, staff, really worked hard on this. The board worked hard on it. I lost count how many times I got a phone call from Matt. Dave Brown wants me to do this, and then we'd have a sit down and, hash it out. And of course, on the record, Dave was right about 95% of the time. So
Well, everybody was looking out for the best interests
Oh,
of the
yeah.
community for the long run, and that's
yeah.
huge.
And the infrastructure's huge, in any project. But I think people, will, appreciate the intersection improvement at 60 and 21. It's got to help because you got more stacking lanes and everything. So,
So that alone, even if you don't come to shop, that's got to help the work that had to go into it.
Yeah,
So it's a great day. It really is a good day.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And I just want to thank, everybody that worked on this, and thank, the village employees that put in a lot of time and effort. And yeah, I think, hopefully, I think it'll turn out great,
Cool. Just in time for the holidays. So
Oh,
thanks,
yeah.
Roger. Thank
All
you.
right, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn.